Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are here because you are thinking about getting this lens, the Sigma 7300mm lens, you are in the right place. I'm going today to show you sample photos of using this cheap lens. The technique that I use the most to make the best possible from this lens. So as you can see, this is the first photo I'm trying to take right here, and I'm going to tell you everything I am trying to make and my photo setting and everything you may need to know. So the most important technique for me using the manual focus, I don't depend on the autofocus in using this lens, because for example in situations like this when there's a lot of fog and the camera can't know exactly where I want to focus, that's why I try to take some photos with autofocus, but I double check them, and when I see that the result is not like what I want, for example the trees are a little bit out of focus, I try to use manual focus and I zoom in the back screen of the camera and I try so slowly to focus where I want. It's not easy, it's so hard, because whenever you are touching the lens and you are zooming into 300mm, it becomes so hard to focus, because every small touch to the lens, it will be the back screen of the camera will be so blurry and you will not be able to be sure that you are focusing or not. That's why I try to take more than one photo, 2, 3, 5 photos, and using autofocus and manual focus to be sure that I am focusing where I want, or the photo is sharp where I want. So here is another photo I'm trying to take right here. As you can see, I'm trying to frame the photo with this tree on the left hand side and this tree here on the right hand side. And the photo is all about these both trees. I like how they look alike. As you can see, they are like copy paste and they catch my eyes. I'm just trying to frame the photo like that with these both trees. Another very important two techniques I want to talk about today, I'm using today in making my photos or in taking my photo, that I'm using exposure delay mode and timer. As you know, for example, right now I am 1/15 of the second and I can't take a photo like this without having a blurry photo, even if I'm using a tripod. That's why I take the photo and take off my hand, timer on the second hand and exposure delay mode on the second hand, and that's the sharpest possible you can take if you are using these both techniques, because you are not making any movement to the camera by touching it with your hand. Without using the exposure delay mode, the mirror of the camera will go up and down directly, and this may cause a little bit of movement to the camera. Even this small movement I want to avoid, to make sure that this is the sharpest possible. This is the sharpest that I can get. So that's why the mirror goes up, the camera takes the photo, the mirror waits a little bit, and after that, get down. some of you may ask why I'm using something like f11, f13. Now, to be honest with you, I tried a lot using this lens during these years. I have this lens, I think, for more something like 5-6 years. And as I was using it, I came to the conclusion that the best or the sharpest photo that you can make using this lens is something like f11, f13. f16 is not the best for me, as I found. f16 started to be a little bit not so sharp like f13. So that's why for me, when I am using this lens in situations like this, in woodland photography, when the light is not so harsh and you have to take down the exposure and you have, something like that, f13, f11, f13 are the best. Now, if you are taking photos, for example, under sunlight, portrait photos or something like that, under the sunlight, I think you can get sharp photos using f5.6, for example, or between 6.5.6 point. But for me, woodland photography, landscape photography, I don't go under f11, especially using this lens. Now, for example, using the 50mm lens, the Nikon 50mm lens, I take a lot of photos f2.8, f1.8. But the sharpest result possible using this lens is only between f11 and f13. So at the end, thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope you like the sample photo that I showed you in today's video and my old sample photos using this lens. I hope you got some important information about this lens. I hope I could help you making the decision in getting this lens or not. You are definitely going to see this video in the beginning of the new year 2025. That's why I want to say I hope your family a happy and a successful new year. Thanks a lot for watching and see you in the next video. Bye for now.